teach it. So I'm vibing. Let's just lay down on our spines. Or you can, I mean, you're good. If you want to be upright for your grounding, I'm fine with that. Yoga and meditation is our most gentle of the styles here at Journey Within. So always, always do you honor whatever your body is calling for. Very nice. Nice breath, Chad. All right, my loves. I just want you to take a few rounds of breath to come into the space. Letting the day drop away. And noticing what is going on inside of you. Be aware of any tight spots in the connective tissues. But remember that we are exploring without judgment and without expectation. So as you feel your energy unwinding, release that which is no longer serving you. Feel the shoulders soften. Feel the belly softly rise and then fall. Become present in this exact moment. Your breath keeps you connected to your mat. Perfect, so it's this constant little balance. Beautiful. We've got about 5 more rounds of breath just to land. And remember that if you stay here on your spine for the rest of class, I will give you a cookie for the day. Here we go. Okay. Continuing to breathe in through the nose always. Exhaling softly, nose or mouth. With every exhale, sink a little deeper. Let go a little more. Whatever comes up needs to get out of your body. So if that means that you release anxiety, maybe you work through some anger or fear, maybe you release through tears or laughter. Whatever it is loved and accepted in this space. We are not here to change anything. Just breathe. 3 more rounds of breath in a row, so you're doing great. Last round. There we go. Now, whether you're on your spine or in a vertical shape, I want you to touch your thumb to each fingertip very slowly and mindfully. Notice if maybe one finger is a different temperature from another. If the nerve endings create a different type of sensation. Once you're finished exploring those fingertips, I want you to find a little movement in the neck. You can maybe roll out the wrists as you wiggle the head back and forth. Good. Just a little bit of organic movement to help us get out of our minds and into our bodies. One more breath. As you exhale, bring the legs into the equation. Maybe stretching them out long if they're crossed, or maybe drawing the knees into the chest. There is no right or wrong answer here, my friends, only your truth. Good. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The hard part is done. You are here on your mat. Let me take some of the weight from here. We've got one more round of breath to just awaken the entire body, maybe finding a full body stretch. Very nice. And your next stop, in whatever way feels best to you, is going to be to come to a child's pose. Now, maybe you roll onto your side in a fetal and then press yourself up from there and then come into your child's. Maybe, I don't know, whatever, it just doesn't matter. We're going to come into a child's. So, child's is when we have our tootsies touching and our knees open wide. Our hips are going to be heavy towards our heels. Now, there's no rush, guys. You guys can meet me here whenever it feels right. Don't feel like you have to hurry or scurry. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then once your hips are on your heels, you lower your heart towards the earth. If this feels a little inaccessible, grab that bolster so that you have a little support. You can have 2 bolsters if you want. We have the space. Good. Let the forehead be grounded. The arms are soft. Oh no, you're good. You just need to close your knees just a smidgen. That was more of a frog. There we go. Which is a great stretch. Let's see how that is. That's perfect, girl. You got it. Yes. Balasana. Sanskrit for for child's pose. I love the shape It is so simple. If you sink into the sensations of this asana, you are bowing. Take it a step further. What are you bowing to? Yourself and everything that you have arrived to your mat with. You are honoring what you are carrying and making a choice to set it down. Thanking it for whatever energy it carried, but also releasing it and settling into a more patient and calm state of mind. Good job. Now, you can remain here with these nice soft arms out in front of you, or option to bring the palms together. I want you to interlace all of the fingers except the pointer finger and the thumb. So you're making a little gun. You can bend through the elbows and point your gun up to the universe, shooting out any energy that maybe you need to release that has been overwhelming you this day, this week, this month. Okay. So, bend your elbows this way. Bring your hand up over your head. Ah, good. There we go. Nice. Perfect, Dave. That's excellent. You've got one more breath just to visualize that awesome lightning bolt coming out of your fingertips. And if you aren't able to have this hold in your hands, just use your imagination. It's just as powerful. Big breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, very gently extend the elbows, unwind the fingers, and then option to reach the hands behind the low back. Now, this is a very deep stretch for the shoulders, my friends. So sometimes my elbows are bent and my palms are just resting on my tailbone. Sometimes I can't access this and I just keep my arms out in front of me. That's great, yes. There you go, girl, perfect. Just adjusting the neck to fit wherever is best. Now this is enough. But if you need a little more sensation in the shoulders, you can lengthen through the elbows and then pick the hands up off the sacrum, reaching them to the top of your mat. That's right, Gary. Yep, you got it. One more breath. I got you, girl. You're right here. Yep. Just an option. Good. As you exhale, gently releasing whatever clasp in the hands you have and bringing those palms back underneath your shoulders. Very nice, my loves. When you're ready, you're going to take another big inhale through the nose and exhale. I just want you to pick the head up and look to the top of your mat. That's it. Stay in your child's. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, bow the head, lower the heart. Inhale again, looking forward, gazing into your future. We don't know what's there yet, but we have faith. Exhale, bow. You know you've got this. One more big inhale, gazing out in front of you. Exhale. lower. Beautiful work. I want you to lengthen out onto your belly, letting the hip flexors go long. Easy does it. There we go. You got it. Nice, Sage. Yes. It's not a trick. I love belly time, just like here. But if you want a little extra, bend at the knees and just windshield wiper the legs back and forth. You got it. That's right. So right here. Yeah. There we go. Upper body is soft and grounded. Try not to kick your neighbor. There we go. Very nice. One more breath. Exhale, finding stillness back in center, lengthening out through the legs. Very nice, my loves. Maybe tuck the toes and kind of stretch out the soles of the feet. Just bringing blood flow into all corners, all areas of our body. There you go, Dave. That's perfect. One more breath to explore. Open mouth, exhale, letting something go. Now, I want you to plant your right cheek on the earth. Open your arms into a T. I'm right here, a little visual. There we go. So right cheek on the earth, arms out into a T. Palms are going to be down to support you. I want you to inhale to lift your left foot, maybe a gentle bend in the knee. And as you exhale, take the left foot back to the outside of your right leg. That's right, you got it, don't question yourself, good. So you can lift that left hip point, that is it, good. Just to find a twist in the lower back and maybe a little pectoral stretch. Nice, Devin, that's good alignment. Perfect. Yeah, let me see. There you go. Just a moment. One more breath here. And then very carefully as you exhale, unwind. So bring the belly back to earth. Yeah, you got it. Nice job, guys. Maybe shrugging the shoulders, just letting go of anything that crept up in that shape. And then I want you to switch the cheek that's on the earth. So I believe left cheek is on the earth. Arms are out in a T, or sometimes like a little W shape feels better. You do you in terms of the arms. When you're ready, take a big breath in, lifting the right leg or foot and opening the foot to the left side of the mat. The right hip point will lift off of the earth. That's right, my friends. Good. Make sure you're soft, right? Ease within our effort. 3 rounds of breath here. Make sure your neck isn't holding, you're not clenching your jaw. There we go. That's right, Jamie. One more round. Good breath, Ash, yes. As you feel ready, on an exhale, you'll come back to center. Very carefully, very slowly. There we go, my loves. Taking a moment to rebound from that second side. I want you to plant your hands, not right under the shoulders, but a little in front of and out. So like a V. There we go. Now, press and lift that upper body. We're gonna find a seal. I know I don't normally let you guys go this high, but it's gonna feel good. Throw the chin open, good. Big breath. Beautiful, everyone. Exhale, wave it back down, landing the left cheek on the earth. We're gonna do it one more time. Inhale, press into the hands. You can let the elbows point towards the sky as you come up into your seal. Here we go. Exhale, ripple it down, right cheek to earth. Beautiful. Bring the hands in under the shoulder points and inhale to press into your tabletop. And then you take an extra moment of care to square yourself up. Notice if your knees need some padding here. We've got our blankets. Good. Now let's get a little more into the spine. I want you to inhale to drop the belly, take the gaze forward, and loop the shoulder heads back and down. This is cow. Exhale, round through the spine. Drop the crown of the head to the earth and press into the knees and the hands. Now you flow between those two. Inhale into cow. Yes. And exhale into cat. Very good. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. So child, look at my arms. You're going like this. Stay this way all the time. Fingers towards me. Yes. So this stays the same. All you're doing is the spine. Yep. Yes, that's it. Good job. There we go, my friends. Nice, dude. If you're feeling a little unstable, you could probably bring your knees in just a smidgen. Yes, perfect. Good job. 3 more rounds. You can stick with the traditional front and back, or if you're feeling snazzy, take it off the rails, make it organic. Roll the head and the hips out. Some people call this naughty kitty. I think that's kind of funny. There we go. Yes, that looks excellent, my friend. Nice. One more round wherever you are. Good. Now on your next exhale, your choice. You can either drop back into your child's pose or meet me in downward facing dog. Downward dog is when you tuck your toes and lift the hips up towards the sky as you press into the hands so that the heart reaches towards the feet. If this feels very tight to you, keep your knees bent. Little gentle bend. Nice. Now pedal it out just a little bit, maybe walking the dog. Everyone looks amazing. I've got your back in terms of safety and alignment. You just worry about how this feels. And then I want you, there we go. Drop those shoulders, there we go. Okay, one more inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna come to the top of your mat for your forward fold. So you may have to stand up and then walk there, and then forward fold. Maybe you take a million little steps. Whatever it is, it's all fine because it's yours. There we go. Crisscross the arms. Let's get a little sway in our rag doll going. Shake the head, yes and no. There you go, my friend. You got it. Good. One more inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. Good. I want you to inhale for a half lift. So just a little flat back. Now this is what I normally see. This feels like I'm brushing my teeth. Try to lengthen out, right? So pull your spine towards me. Very good. Yes. Exhale, fold. That was perfect, Kelsey. Inhale to slowly roll up through the spine. I want you to massage those internal organs. Think about pulling the belly button back. Head is super heavy until the very, very end. Yes, you got it, Dave. Keep coming up. Because we're going to come up to stand. There we go. Yes, as you reach the top, your chest opens, your head stacks, and you feel everything in your body switch. Maybe take a moment to close your eyes, taking an extra breath of gratitude. Very nice. Now, try to keep your eyes closed here for me. This is going to be fun. We're going to stretch our feet. So with the right toes, I want you to pretend like you have a really high heel on. So press into the ball of your foot with the toes flat. Let me see if I said it right. Yes, that's right. Now, flip to the tops of your toes so that you stretch the top of your foot. So it's like a little ballerina thing, right? Doing our best to keep our eyes closed. It's harder to balance, I know. Coming back the way we came. So putting that high heel back on and then lowering the right heel winter. Beautiful, guys. We're going to inhale to reach the arms overhead as you open the eyes and smile at the ceiling. Exhale, softly forward fold. All the way down. Good. Inhale for half lift. Don't lock your knees. Good. Exhale, fold. Good, Christy. Inhale, we're going to reverse swan dive. So this is when you just stand up at the hip, coming through that flat back and then reaching all the way up. This time, as you exhale, pull prayer hands to heart center and just a baby teeny tiny back bend, just of the upper back. Good. Inhale to lengthen and stack the spine as the arms reach overhead. And exhale to float the arms back down to your sides. Good. If your eyes are open, go ahead and close them. We've got the other foot coming. So on an inhale, putting that left foot into a high heel, stretching through those toes. It can be fun to kind of spread them wide, maybe, shift the weight from the outside to the inside. Good. One more breath. As you exhale, rolling over the tops of those toes as you stretch the top of the foot. So it's a little crunchy feeling. Don't go further than feels safe. Inhale, come back into your high heel. Exhale, with intention, lower the left heel to the earth. Very nice, my friends. Here we go. Inhale, reach those hands up above head. Look and open the eyes, smile at the ceiling. Exhale, long, all the way down for your forward fold. Good. Inhale for half lift. If you reset the spine, you reset the mind. Exhale, forward fold. Now, ground your hands for me. You might have to bend through your knees so that you can get your hands down there. And I want you to inhale to step the feet back to either tabletop or high plank. Your choice, my friends. Tabletop is with the knees lowered. As you exhale, if your knees aren't lowered, lower your knees. Then lower all the way to your belly. Good. Here comes our cobra. You're gonna inhale to press and lift using the back muscles. There we go, look forward. And then exhale, lower down. Beautiful work. Pressing into the hands as you inhale to move through tabletop. You got it, Sage, go for it. Don't question yourself. Exhale, either down dog or child's pose. Your choice. We all know Sarah loves a child's pose. There we go, good. Inhale, down dog. Exhale to lower your knees. We're all gonna meet in a tabletop. Now I have one more thing for you, my friends, before we start to make our way onto our spines. I wanna practice our pigeon. So if you use your bolster for your pigeon, let's have that close. My new friends, if you don't know what pigeon is, just grab your bolster, please. There we go. Yeah, just have it off to the side of you. Okay, everybody. Let's practice our balancing table before we go into pigeon. So how we're gonna do this is inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale to stay still. Good. It's right in line with the hips, so a little lower. Yes. Inhale to reach your left arm forward. If this is too much, you don't have to lift the arm. Exhale to stay still. Inhale again in your balancing table. Exhale to lower the left hand and bring the right leg up into pigeon. So let me talk you through this. Right knee comes towards right hand. Right ankle goes towards left hand. So it's like this little shift so that you can slide your back leg away from you, grab your bolster, and lay over it. I've got you. I'm coming to help. You're so there. There we go. Perfect. There you go, girl. I'm going to give you this though, just because when you go like this, it gets all of it here, right? Very nice, Dave. Good job. You're good on this, Ash. Yeah. Perfect. Nice and square, even on both sides of the body. And then I'll give you permission to start playing with just this little baby bend. Only if you want to, though, okay? Just a little more balanced on the left and right sides. Good job. And then the next stop is going to be a pull forward, just like in that half lift, right? And this is also going to square your hips. You don't need to force it, okay? Good job. Perfect, Kelsey. Look at that, nice and long. Excellent. Everyone, okay. Give me 2 more rounds of breath. I've chattered enough. Very good work, my friends. On your next exhale, you are free to unwind out of this as you see fit. If you need help with options, my preference is to press my upper body and then sit down. So good. Or you can slide the leg back, whatever feels more accessible to you. And then you take a little moment to just kind of wiggle and listen to how that all landed for you, right? Good job, Christy. When you're ready, meet me back in your tabletop. We've got our second side coming. So you may want to put your bolster to the opposite side, just so it's easily grabbable. Good. Squaring up in that tabletop, making sure that the front body is pulling up to meet the back body. Very nice, Carrie. Very proud of that adjustment. Good job. On your inhale, reach the left leg long behind you. Exhale to just find stillness and balance. Inhale to reach the right hand forward. Good. Shoulder is plugging into the girdle. Exhale to stay. Inhale again. Exhale to set the hand down as you draw the left knee towards the left hand, and then the left ankle towards the right hand. You place your bolster or whatever prop serve you most. You slide the back leg down and away from you so that you can lower your upper body. Yes, that looks so good. Everyone, perfect. There we go. Now, left side for me personally is way tighter than the right side. So don't be mad at your left side if that's happening. We're all human. No side is like the exact same as the other. No need to force, find ease, right? That's better. Now you can breathe. Because if you're focused on a sensation that you don't like, that isn't serving you, you're not breathing. It does not matter what you're doing, what shape you're in. If you are not breathing, you're not doing yoga. You are not getting the benefits of that asana. So support yourself. Give yourself the space to open. Very nice. Two more rounds. You got this. Good work, Dave. Just let the neck relax. You got it. Last round of breath. On your next exhale, as you feel ready, not before, you will very gently unwind out of this pigeon. Love the roll and sit. Whatever feels easiest and most accessible to you is what you do. Good. And then you just notice. I always look at you like I'm a crazy person because I'm just trying to like vibe out your eyes. But you just be, right? It's called the rebound. You take a moment of pause to appreciate, to see how things settle. Here we go, my loves. And as it feels like it's time, we'll come back onto the spine. We're gonna take just a little twist left and right before we get set up for our Shavasana. Good breath, Chad. There we go. Now be mindful of the head being on the bolster for this one, just because the cervical spine might get kind of jacked up. You can bring the bolster back into the equation when we're really settling in. But just for this next stretch, let's keep the head on the earth without the bolster for me. Good. Once you get down there, draw one knee in towards the chest and then the other. I want you to hug both knees with a gentle, balanced hug and start to rock side to side. Doing your best for the chest to be soft. Shoulders are heavy towards the earth. Personally, I like to hold my behind my knees so that way my shoulders can be more relaxed, but that's just me. One more breath here. As you exhale, drop both knees to the right. Open the arms into your T. Shoulders stay grounded. I should add that in. There we go. Perfect. Yes. Gaze can go over the left shoulder just to continue that twist up the spine. There we go. Good. One more inhale. And open mouth exhale. I think it would feel good if you lengthen through the arms and the legs, finding a full body stretch to come back through center. There we go. Good. And on your next exhale, drawing one knee into the chest and then the other. Once again. Finding that nice hug, maybe that little rock, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. You take another breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, both knees drop to the left side of the mat. Shoulders stay grounded, arms open, and gaze goes to the right. Right? Yes, right. There we go. Now, sometimes the throat tries to close here. So just like a little adjustment of the chin tuck can go miles. So really just settle into that perfect shape, right? One more breath here. I lied. One more. There we go. Okay. On your next exhale, gently start to unwind. There we go, my loves. Now it is time for final wiggles. So I like to give a little bit of space just for you to be you, to maybe get some stretches in if I didn't get to something today, because our next stop is going to be our Shavasana, which is Sanskrit for corpse pose. So we're literally just laying here breathing. Typically, you're on your back. If you don't vibe with that today, you make a shape that feels good to you. I've seen Shavasana be taken in all forms and fashions. So as long as you're comfortable, that is all that matters to me. Maybe you cover yourself with your blankie. A nice option is to put the bolster under your knees. It's a nice support for the lower back. But really get snuggled in. There you go, Dave. Yes. And this song gets a little dark, so I'm going to switch that. We're going to start this back over. Okay. Good breaths, my loves. Does anyone need to leave right at 8:30? Fabulous. I will be going a bit over so I can give you a proper meditation drop into your Shavasana. We'll begin now. Welcome to your chakra realignment meditation. I want you to picture illuminating discs of swirling energy in your subtle body. The chakras are symbols, gateways to a deeper understanding of self. Let them speak to you, teach you, whisper their secrets into you, so that you may discover more ease, healing, and insight on your journey. We'll start from the earth where we came. Muladhara chakra, root chakra. Taking the attention upward, we flow into water. Svadhisthana chakra, the sacral chakra, just below the navel. Moving into the throes of fire. Manipura chakra, our solar plexus, just above the navel. Then we enter the heart. Anahata chakra. Continuing onward, where we speak our truths. Visuddha chakra, our throat chakra. We see ourselves continuing to climb up the spine, landing the attention at Ajna chakra, our third eye. Finally, we take our attention up to the top of our chakras, the final and seventh chakra, Sahasrahara, our crown chakra. This is where our divine transformation will be ignited, allowing all 7 chakras to glow and burn, balancing us, supporting us from the inside out. Feel every point soften and let go. And now, you know yourself. Be with your truth. Be with your breath. But most importantly, be with yourself. Drift away. I'll call you back when it's time.
Time to very slowly start returning to your body. Be gentle and start with your breath. Feeling the air flow in and out. Touch the tongue to the back of your teeth. And then wiggle your fingers and toes. Reawakening with calm and ease. We're going to rest for about 3 more rounds of breath. So if you're happy as you are, stay still. Or maybe make a new shape all your own. You can also roll into a fetal on your favorite side. We've got 1 more round of breath here. And when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, I want you to very gently begin to rise. You'll eventually meet me in a vertical shape of your choice. Awareness within, and if you feel safe, eyes closed. Nice breath. I'm going to close with this week's quote. Knowing others is wisdom. Knowing the self is enlightenment. If you like, join me with prayer hands at heart center. Thanking yourself for your awesome practice this evening.
Thank you so much for trusting me to guide you. Let's all take one more inhale together. And as we exhale, we'll bow and say namaste. Namaste, my loves. Beautiful word. Now please sit as long as your evening allows. Don't rush. You have the time and the space. Just come back as it feels right.